Not sure we need an introduction here. We'll get ready and go straight to questions. Right here, front row. Sir, right here. Front row, go ahead, please.
Just really quickly, talk about your relationship with Steve Sarkisian and what you're trying to build offensively. And the other part of the question, when you sat down with your family and took a look at the season last year, what was the first thing you kind of wanted to work on to get better going into your second year to start?
Well, with Coach Sarkisian, I mean, we've built a great relationship ever since I was being recruited. Recruited me out there when he was at SC. And then, when I was coming to Alabama, he was still there. He was going to have the OC job, but he ended up taking the Atlanta Falcons job as well. So when I came in my freshman year, it was different. Knowing that I had the relationship with him, just rekindling it. He's taught not only me, but the quarterbacks a good amount of things with how we go about doing our footwork. To our throwing mechanics. He doesn't really fix too much, but he tries to, get everything that much crisp, that much better. And then with my family, the success that I've had last year, was last year. So just got to continue to work, on focusing on who we can be this year as far as a team, and we'll go from there.
To your left over here on the front row.
Tua, obviously, you come in and win a national championship as a freshman, and obviously last year didn't quite get to the pinnacle you guys wanted to. But just kind of talk about, the machine that is Alabama football, having time to just kind of step back and look at this fan base and the people that, embrace you guys as much as they do. You see the people downstairs, what it's like being just a member of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Do you have time to kind of step back and just kind of embrace what it's like to be a member of the Crimson Tide?
No, I'd say I don't have that opportunity too much to see a lot of, the fans and the things that they do, but I guess with the Walk of Champions, that's really the only time we have the opportunity to see a lot of fans, and then there's a lot at the game. We have a lot of supporters, but coming off that loss from Clemson, and then, earlier my freshman year, we won the national championship. I think they were both good. I know that sounds weird, to lose, but when you win, it's a great feeling, but then when you lose, it isn't a great feeling. And I think it was good that we lost because what can you learn if you keep winning? You can't learn as much, and so being that we lost, I think it was a good experience for our team entirely because a lot of us have come back, and it's something that you don't take for granted now, winning isn't something that you should take for granted, and just how we go about doing things now, and where we're going with this, is how we take ownership over our team as far as the leaders on the team. So,
Second row here in the middle.
Well, we didn't as players address that, to the team. It was more so Coach Saban addressing it to the team, that it was a lack of leadership, and for a lot of us, on the team, we knew that a lot of the teams that were successful in the past had guys that took on leadership roles and had teams that have took ownership, of the team. Had guys that took ownership of the team, and those were the successful years that, Alabama football had, under Coach Nick Saban. And so we understand that we gotta do the same if we want to be successful this upcoming season.
To your left over here, second row.
To Bailey Morris, WEAC. We all know that your brother is now on campus with you. How is the dynamic between you two, not only being brothers, but now being teammates?
It's fun, but we kind of came to this thing where, on the field, it's business. He got to work, I got to work. Everyone's working for a job, and everyone's working for a spot. But, off the field, that's my brother. That's someone I got to take care of. I got to love on him. If he needs anything, I'm going to be there for him. So it's kind of like there's a switch that goes on the field, and then there's a switch that goes off.
In the middle right here, Cameron Bang.
Tua, your reception here at Hoover is about as big as I've seen for any player coming through here for media days. But what do you have to say about all the fanfare surrounding Tua coming to SEC media days?
Well, I mean, it's awesome, but I mean, their support wouldn't be possible without the guys that I'm surrounded with. That's the only reason it's possible for me to be sitting up here before you guys and, getting the love and support that I have from all of them is because of the O-line that I have, them guys blocking up front, the running game, opening up the passing game for us, and then the receivers that are able to make plays for me. So the love and support, for me wouldn't be possible without the guys that I'm surrounded with. So it's my teammates, really.
Again, Cameron Banks, second row, please, right there.
Rashad Snell, Alabama News Network. You got a tough problem on all the receivers to throw to. But who's your favorite receiver to throw to?
You're going to get me in trouble, bro. So there's really not a favorite receiver, but the thing I do like about our receiver core is they don't really care about themselves. They're not all selfish like, you as people would think, oh, I want the ball, I want the ball, you got to give me the ball so I can win this award or whatnot. I mean, these guys are all selfless, If one thing I could tell you, they're guys that will run many brotherhood routes as they can. A brotherhood route is a route that they know they're not going to get the ball, but they'll run it just to get someone else open. And I think that's been the key to their success, and that's been the key to our success offensively.
Middle section, second row.
Yeah, Tua, what have y'all done or worked on this offseason to make sure that you can stay healthy or on the field as much as you can next season?
Well, getting into the training room as much as possible is, what I've been doing, whether I feel, the need to do it or I don't. I mean, I've been getting into the training room more than I think I could ever imagine. And I'm not even hurt. So the times that I was hurt, I mean, I was in there a lot. I'm in there more, so.
To your left, front row.
Tua, I wonder if you could tell me what it's like playing for Coach Saban and what you consider the most important thing he's ever taught you.
Well, what it's like playing for Coach Saban. I mean, Coach Saban is someone who's really hard on you, I mean, not too many people like that, but I think you need someone like that in pretty much every organization to set the standard straight, set everyone straight, get everything the way it needs to be rolled. And I think the biggest thing that, I could learn from Coach Saban is, I guess, the discipline, because you see how much discipline he has with everything. And there was a saying that he had as well, something about, like, you're either going to suffer the pain of discipline or I don't know, something. I don't know. Y'all can go rewind, whatever. Go search that up for me. So something like that.
Front row on your right, please.
Tua, when you look across the league, there's a lot of experienced quarterbacks in the SEC, a lot of returners. So I guess, what do you expect this season from the level of competition across the field? And, is that going to be an extra motivator this year?
Well, you're playing in the SEC, so I'm not really playing against the quarterbacks. I'm playing against their defense, The SEC is a tough place to play in. I think it is the toughest conference to play in, and you just gotta bring your A game every single week, and you gotta be consistent with it every single week when you play in this league. So.
To your left on the third row.
Steve Schneider, WAFB Baton Rouge. Coach Saban's representative for defense today is Dylan, who's been on the cover of magazines since he was in the 8th grade. Mm-hmm. In terms of maturity, leadership, what kind of football player is he for your team? What kind of guy is he? And since he's from Baton Rouge, maybe talk about the LSU rivalry and the fact that it's no longer the primetime game. Maybe your dominance has had something to do with that.
We look at every game the same. We take every game the same, as if it's going to be our last game. Every game's a big game for us. Doesn't matter what team we're playing, And then for Dylan, Dylan came in his freshman year with us as an early enrollee. He's not someone who talks a lot. Dylan is quiet, but when he goes out there, his playing does all the talking. His playing is real loud, and I'm kind of proud of him. This upcoming season, taking on the leadership role, where he ends up being more vocal. But aside from that, it's who he is, off the field, is how he builds relationship with these guys, on our team. I think he earns a lot of respect building the relationships he has with these guys. And a lot of guys respect him for doing that too.
The camera bank, second row, please.
Take me back to that loss. You said it was a good loss. You felt that had good effect on the team. But what did you see from Trevor Lawrence, another guy that had success early on in his career, much like yourself? What do you think?
Well, I think for our team, I wouldn't say it was a loss that we were good about. It wasn't, any loss, it never feels good. But, it's just something that we can learn from, because if you keep winning, you can't really learn anything if you keep winning. But with Trevor Lawrence, I think he's done a tremendous job throughout his entire season last year. And, that was only his freshman year. So, what he's going to do this upcoming year, I hope we have the opportunity to meet up with them, probably again for a national championship or hopefully a playoff run. So,
To the right, front row, please.
Tua, what do you remember about Dan Warner and the season he was with you guys as an analyst, and just kind of maybe what you took away from him, whether in the meeting room or on the practice field?
Well, Dan was always there. He's more of the fun guy. I know it's kind of hard to say because of how old Dan is, but he's more of the fun guy in our meeting rooms. He just make jokes, when things are serious, and it'd be funny. So
We have time for two questions over here to your left.
Two of your wideouts are obviously very talented, but it seems like they've separated themselves in the locker room as leaders. What have you taken from their leadership that maybe you can implement as a signal caller?
I don't know. That's a good question. It's kind of hard to say. Because you have guys like that who can make an impact on just about any person, on the team. But having guys like that it just makes things easier for you as a quarterback, and it's pretty fun, It's pretty fun having guys like that you can throw a 2-yard route, you could throw a route like that's not even a route. I don't know. And, they'll make something happen out of it, so it's awesome.
Final question, second row in the pink outfit. Go ahead. Yeah.
When you said the quote about taking something from a win or something from a loss and being good either way, that's one of Coach Saban's classic, teaching points. Are you aware that you are like a little mini Saban? And are there points in time where you're talking to people or you're going about your day and you say things and you're like, wait a minute, I said something just like Coach Saban?
I don't know whether to take that as a compliment or not.
Football coaches in the history of the game, if not the best, it's a total compliment.
I think the biggest difference with us, though, will probably be the personality. Like, Coach Saban's personality is different. If we kind of talk similar, I'd be happy. That's pretty good, because I watch his things sometimes. He sounds pretty good now. You know what he's talking about, so it's pretty good. I don't know. Other than that, I hope I talk as good as him on TV.
All right, Tua, thanks very much. We could keep you forever, and we probably should. So we should keep you forever.
Thank you, guys.
This video was brought to you by the Alabama Department of Labor. Visit your local career center today to learn about our on-the-job training program for employees and employers.